Hello and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel. And let's start. Frantic energies today. Whenever this happens, I'm not completely sure if I really want to record a reading because I don't want to feel that way. But I hope that by the end of the reading we can release it. Exposed. Oh. Warning. Oh yeah. Okay, so something's my anticipation. And waterproof, that's the resilience card, so that's good. Also, if you find a word, it's yours. Success, okay. Cycles and new start. That's more promising than what we had in the beginning, right? Exposed, warning. Obviously, if you are experiencing some energies that are maybe not to your best, right, and not very friendly, this might cause you to feel this. But are you really experiencing some things? You know, I'm feeling just because of the anticipation and new start cycles and success, I feel that there's something in those energies in those both that are a little bit misleading. So I feel that maybe you are anticipating some negative energies. You know, it could be that you are just thinking that there might be something like this lingering around the corner. But why would that be, you know? Is there something in your life that you are not integrating, or that you are not with this exposed, you know, it sounds like exposed secrets. It's not really like, you know, I feel that there is something that you need to integrate, that you need to stand above of. So it's like, yeah, with confidence, right? It's just, it doesn't matter what any issue is, as long as you are handling it with confidence and self-acceptance. And then you can even bring a bit of humor into everything, right? So I feel that there's something that you need maybe to integrate, that you are rejecting yourself and you feel that, you know, that you don't want this to be seen. And if it's a part of you that you don't want to be seen, when you're with this, if you look at those empty seats here, right? That's what I made me think of, something that you don't want to be seen. You know, that it's just, I feel that this is something that you need to integrate. And if you are openly looking at yourself and accepting yourself for all the things that you don't like, maybe even, right? Then there's a whole different, then suddenly the energy shifts like tremendously, right? And it goes from all those, I don't know, like they are just not very pleasing energies, and shifts to a new cycle and a new start and success, right? So that's nice. So let's read what we have. So I want to put the cycles card first. Okay, cycles. The wind blows, the wheel turns. We go through cycles just like nature, because we are a part of nature and new start. Sometimes we must realize that what we have done needs to be discarded and we must make a new start. And success, enjoying your life and the unfolding of your creative abilities as much as possible, is real success. Okay, so it's a this is more or less a redefinition of success, and I like that I have put it here. You know, because it's a bit of a mirror, isn't it? Is that cool? Let's put them away for now. We are not ignoring them, okay? We are just having a look. If you look at the way the card is structured with the bird as well, it's about what you expect to happen, right? If you expect something to be not nice, you have a different energy and also a different mood compared to the expectation or anticipation, God, that something is not going to happen, that what you are doing is senseless and it's all just blah, blah, and your mood is already blah, blah. You know what I mean? So that's what needs to be looked at. The cycle, I feel, is in this reading is just, it could be that in the past you had an attitude like that. Could be. Or you're overthinking it. Or you're realizing it. You're noticing it. You know, exposing something. It could be the realization that you have been living like that, right? With a very negative outlook and very expecting that nothing goes right. It could be based on a past cycle. You know, it could be that in the past something where you had high hopes was not working out, and therefore, you got disappointed. And then it shows in the future, right? And it shows, the cycle shows you as a warning. The past, right, shows you this as a warning. Like, look what happened in the past when you were happy and when you were expecting something nice to happen and it didn't happen, and how much of a blow this really was. And this wants to give you the confirmation that this is a new start and this is a new cycle, and that you need to be like that. You need to embody this beautiful energy again, because the lesson was not to be disappointed. It was just, or in a way it is, the lesson in all this is that you need to keep yourself in a high vibration and in a high mood and in good expectations, right? All the time. And I don't want to say ignore the disappointment, because there's something within a disappointment that has value as well, but this time it goes around differently. It's the saying when you get knocked down and you win when you are standing up one more time. It doesn't matter how often you get beaten. You need to stand up one more time, and that's what you're doing, I feel. That's all those frantic energies, and if you are experiencing those, they are the remembrance of that, Snailiens. Messages from an unusual source and healing. Yeah, I feel you deserve that, right? And with the shower, shower beam though this time, pew 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 pew. Your healing is that even if you can also get messages from an unusual source which are not supporting sometimes, and that's only a reflection of your own doubts, right? And when you stand up one more time, and it's in the end, even spirit messages are messages, right? And what do you do with messages? You reply, right? Or, maybe you ignore. You can do that too. But it always appears to be, that's when a message comes from an unusual source, like, a song or whatnot, or, with the radio, or just something that you think that is the case. It's, it's how you reply to it. It's always how you reply to it. And if you ignore a message, that's a reply too, right? It is, right? So I feel that this, all of this leads to healing for you and success. That's the most important part for you. I feel, because it appears to me that success is nothing that you particularly have experienced so far, right? Do you even know how it feels like? They always say, oh, you need to imagine and visualize how it would feel like. Do you really know, right? Or can you imagine something that you haven't really experienced? I feel yes, you can. Yeah, of course you can. There are no limitations in this. And I feel that for you, the healing part of this is that you experience it once and for all, right? And with a Snailian, that's interesting, because a snail, right, a usual snail, is very slow, and it could be that maybe you took your time to process things, but that's good. That's your own timing. But with Snailian means that it's like in a computer game, when I'm reminded of Super Mario, right? When you get like a mushroom, mega mushroom, or I don't know what else is this thing, where you can run faster. I feel that this is somehow your outlook, your positivity, and your resilience is this. This will help you move forward and faster, right? And I kind of want that this Snailian is walking in this direction, because this is forward, right? But I feel that the Snailian needs to go in this direction first, so you can collect all of the debris that you have accumulated that was not beneficial, and release it, and then move forward. But it is happening. So, and it's a very good energy after all. But if you are feeling this I can't really frantic energy, it's just because you are moving forward and you are stepping over it. It could be that you were holding yourself in a state of sadness for a while, right? It could be that's what happens sometimes when you're just you don't want to go the frantic way, this triggering way, right? And then you hold yourself in the sadness and in the sad outlook as well, right? When you think to yourself, oh, it's all worthless, doesn't matter, and then suddenly it changes. And I feel it's because you have the epiphany that this is happening for you, that your outlook is what defines your day, right? And if you look at maybe a past disappointment, the way you were high vibrational up to the point of disappointment, just because reality didn't keep up with your expectations, you could have stayed in that nice feeling state without having it, because you experienced something nice, with your high hopes and your I do this word and all the nice things without even having anything, right? And then it's just until when a confirmation comes in that this is not for you, or something like that, then you get sad. And the lesson here is to stay like that, to not let anything like that define your mood, because your mood was great to begin with, and this leads to good things, right? So, and whenever I try to say this word and I can't say it right, I get aggressive. So I feel that there's something like that for you. It's this trying to make it right, forcing yourself. This energy is a bit like, when you are really aggressive, but you still try to function, and then you almost get manic, where you're like trying to function and you are aggressive, right? And then you get this manic state of, forcing yourself to be friendly. Yeah, now I'm talking the way that it feels like. Right, release the aggression. That's a big part. And then you have the underlying, then you have freed it up, the space to give good energies again. And for me, this resistance towards this reading is really big, because I really don't, if I could choose it, I would just channel nice energies. But that would be not wholesome, right? So, community. Oh, beautiful. There we have it. Resilience. Yay. So, yeah. See, you're being supported. It could be that you don't feel that you didn't feel supported, and now you are. So you are definitely being supported, and just because you're resilient, and you have high hopes, and you don't lose it. Maybe you have abandoned it in the beginning, like in the meantime, but you are coming back to it, right? And then what is being exposed is your wholesome self. It's everything that is you, and even the parts that you don't like, right? Because you accept them. That's the simplest way to put it. If you accept them, you work through them, you work with them, you don't deny, ignore, or whatever them, then you overcome. And that's what you want to reach. That's the whole point of it. But I was waiting here, which card? Compassion. Oh, yeah. That's an empathy, right? So that's nice, of course. But empathy, well, it's a whole topic by itself, right? But I feel that you are much harder to yourself than others would ever be. You are much harder to yourself. Other people meet you with much more compassion and understanding than you might think. And it could be that this was holding you back too. That you thought that you wouldn't be met with any compassion. Maybe because you, as an empath, are inclined to experience life from a side of being the only one. And then you sit there and you're being met with everything else but kindness and compassion. And this can tint the way you look at life when you are being the only one that is so sensitive towards everybody else's feelings. But the opposite would be they are not sensitive towards you, right? And I feel that you get to experience this too, the compassion, finally. I feel that this was a long time going for you. Yeah, it's like with the flower, when a flower takes a minute to blossom, right? And then there's this beautiful heart that is being exposed here. But if you are used to not being met like that, you might not, you know, you might harden up, and you might change your outlook because of experience like that. It just wants to encourage you to stay hopeful. Play. May you seek out fun and connection. Yeah, right? Where's the fun? And sometimes sometimes when you are like that, playful and happy and fun, people sometimes, when they are in their own dark cloud, they try to I don't want to say destroy it. I don't want to be this hard, but that's me, right? And other people, they might not be as nice, right? You know, when have you ever been with someone in a room that was just not in a good mood, and you were in a good mood? It just doesn't fit, right? And it could be that because of that, maybe you grew up around this, but your core is playful and beautiful and joyful, and you had to dim down your light because you know that if you would have shown your true happiness, this wouldn't have someone wouldn't have met you that way. They would have tried to destroy your happiness. And that's cruel, but that happens sometimes. But this time not. It was in the past. I feel that this is a past thing, okay? So if you listen to this and you think, oh, this is coming, no, it's not. It's only if you can relate to it from your past. It's not that what is ahead, okay? So, yeah, it just wants to remind you of your playfulness, and that this time it's different. This time you're being met in a different way. And you must not dim your light. You must not. So, reflect on your priorities. Yes. And breathe through the tension. Yeah, see, that's what I meant. The tension, frantic energy that you are overcoming easily, I feel. Now, easily. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, let's see who this reading is for. This one wants to come up. Sag. Okay, there you go. Additional info is in the letter box below, and see you next time. Bye 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 bye.